So I'm doing a follow-up video to my last video, and if you're new to my channel and haven't watched my last video, it will be linked in the description box below. And basically I was telling you guys that I got pregnant being a side chick, and I basically told you how horrible pregnancy was and the things I regret and the things I could do different, and I was trying to help other women, doesn't matter what age you are, that are maybe going through the same thing, or maybe they're not, maybe they didn't get pregnant but they're dealing with some fuckboy, and I was trying to advise you guys to alert, abort, and get the fuck on out. So I personally thought, well, my hair's crazy, I personally thought I was gonna get an outrageous amount of hate on this video because, to be honest, everybody looks down on a side bitch. Like, you're filth, you're trash, you're nothing but a friggin' homewrecker, right? And I used to think the same thing. Like, shit, when Gabrielle Union came out and she was a side bitch, I swear I hated that bitch. I was like, I'm not gonna watch any more of her movies. And then giving, oh my god, I can't with this hair. But being in the situation and living it, it's like some things you just can't control. And I mean, you can. Anything you can control, but sometimes you can't control your feelings. So that's when you get stuck up in a ditch somewhere and you dig yourself an even bigger hole until you decide you want to climb the fuck out. But if you don't climb the fuck out in time, then you're gonna just bury yourself 6 feet under. So I'm actually surprised because I have gotten so many messages and so many DMs on Instagram and an outpouring amount of comments of young females that respect me for coming out with this video, that appreciate it, and are actually going through the same thing. Maybe not being the side chick, but dealing with a guy that is a piece of shit. So I want to do this video because I want to show you guys some signs of domestic abuse, and if I say anything that you say yes to, reevaluate your situation and get the fuck out. Like, get the fuck out. Like I said in my last video, there's a million fish in the sea. Don't be chasing no goddamn guppy, okay? Also, it's funny because a lot of Bad Girls Club fans don't like me, which is cool. I don't really give two fucks. I love the ones that do, but the ones that don't really know me, because if they did, they'd fuck with me. And so, like, the more views my video gets, my last video on how I got pregnant as a side chick, the more thumbs down I get. So, like, this huge Bad Girls Club page uploaded, like, a screenshot of my video and told people to watch it. And, like, people are, like, putting these hateful comments on it already without even watching the video. I'm like, oh, I knew she was a hoe, like, oh, she's proud of that. Like, bro, why don't you take your fucking bird brain to the video and actually watch it, because it's trying to help maybe one of you bird brains out. Like, I literally can't. Like, don't get me started, because I could go on a whole rant on how fucking ignorant people are sometimes. Like, be open-minded, because guess what? Most of the time when people are talking shit about you or your lifestyle or shit that has happened to you are the most fucked up of them all. And on to that, I would like to make a second video on how to pay attention to the signs if you're in any type of domestic abuse, if you're dealing with a relationship with any type of domestic abuse. So if you're interested in that, please continue watching. And if you like this video along with this video or any type of beauty video, because a lot of that's coming to my channel too, then please hit the subscribe button and follow me on my other networks. Thank you, and enjoy the video. So I've been with 4 guys, which I explained to you in my last video. 3 in which I myself took seriously, they probably didn't. My first boyfriend I was with for 8 years, and I got with him when I was well, I known him since I was 12, but I got with him when I was 15, and he was, like, so good looking to me at the time. I see him now, like, he pops on people you may know on Facebook, and I literally, like, I slowly want to die in a ditch somewhere because I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But anywho, he started hanging out with the wrong crowd when we were about, like, 18. Around the same time I started talking to Victor. And he started doing drugs. Cool, right? No, not cool. So I didn't know what kind of drugs he was doing. I didn't know exactly who he was hanging out with. I just knew it was all bad. So he started like snapping like for no goddamn reason. He was like never coming home, and if he was there, he was like high as a fucking kite. And let me tell you, not high like the weed high, I mean like fucking flying saucer UFO kind of shit, okay? So it was just a goddamn mess. But I lost my virginity to him, and when you lose your virginity to someone, I don't know about you girls, but I swear I was like, I'm gonna marry him. Like, I'm gonna be with him for the rest of my life. Yeah, no. So he started doing like homemade crack cocaine, I don't fucking know, in a bunch of pills, and it started eating away at his brain. So because it was eating away at his brain, he became type crazy. And if you guys watch Bad Girls Club, I'm talking about my ex who's a schizophrenic, which he literally was. Like, I'm talking full-blown conversations with himself, and I still didn't let it go. Like, bitch, for real? Like, this motherfucker's having more conversations with himself than he is with you. Like, what are you doing? So then he beat my ass 5 times. I won't go into details. It was bad. But the last time he did it, he punched my leg 14 times and then walked over me when I was hunched over after kicking me in the chest and spit on my face. And in that very moment, I didn't cry. I didn't fight back. I thought to myself, what the fuck are you doing, Gabby? Your father didn't raise you like this. Your parents are in love with each other. They've been married for years, and he would never in a million fucking years raise his fucking voice to your fucking mom. And I'm like, fuck this. So I got up, I walked about his house, never spoke to him again. I mean, cut it off cold fucking turkey. It's like every feeling I ever had, gone. Like, literally gone. And you would think, after being in that fucking shitty ass relationship where you're getting your fucking ass beat, you would think you would never do it again, right? Never get with another fuckboy. No. That didn't really work out in my favor, now did it? I swear, like I told you, I'm a magnet for fuckboy. Then I started dating this dude, okay? Older than me. He had a kid. And I always told myself, I'm never gonna date someone with a kid because there's gonna be baby mama drama. And of course there was. Not in the beginning. The beginning was awesome. Like, paid for everything, opened the door, was like super cute and romantic. And then all of a sudden, I started connecting the dots because his baby mom would be posting like some subliminals on Twitter, and I didn't know a dumb bitch. So I'm like, okay, what's good though? Like, what's good? And then I just got a little bit type crazy. Like, those are my crazier days where I play no fucking games. So because I got crazy, he thought he could talk to me in a certain type of way. And I allowed it, and I allowed it, and I allowed it. And then finally I was like, bruh, you ain't fucking shit either. Like, no. And it took me a whole year and about 55 different girls to write me, his baby mom to write me 25 times for me to be like, what are you doing? And then after I was done messing with him, after a month and a half, I saw Victor in the club, and there you have it. And then I'll know the Victor story. So I'm just here to tell you that you might not get it right the first time, the second time, or the third time. But at some point, a light bulb's gonna go off in your head, and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm doing certain things. There's a pattern going on, and it's not them, it's now me, because I'm doing the same shit over and over again. So I need to ask myself, what the fuck's really good? So, to you women, I want you guys, and this is what I'll do for myself the next time I'm in a relationship, is to pay attention to the signs. And I'm not even talking about just with guys. If you're a lesbian too, because bitches be crazy. Like, I swear, at one point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just be with a girl. But then I'm friends with lesbians, and they're fucking crazier than than being with a guy. Because then, you could physically, like, throw down with a bitch. Like, physically throw down with a bitch, and it's okay, because it's like, I don't know. So, whether you're with your dude, whether you're with your girl, or whether it's just with picking out fucking friends and weeding through the grass and cutting the fucking snakes out. Because just as much as a dude can fuck you over, or your girl can fuck you over, guess what? Your homegirls or your boys, your friends, can fuck you over. So pay attention to the signs, because people are fucked up. people really don't look out for you. There's a small chunk of people that will have your back. Like a small chunk. I can count the number of people I will tell my business to on my hand. And even that, sometimes I'm like, do I really want to tell this bitch this shit right now? Do I? So you gotta be careful. Here are some things I want you guys to ask yourself. And if you say yes to any of them, to anyone that's in your life, whether it's your significant other or a friend or even a fucking family member, because sometimes family members are fucked up too, then you need to reevaluate the situation and maybe cut them out. Does this person try to control your life? And what I mean by this is, for example, you put on a top like this and you're feeling fucking good about yourself, and all of a sudden your motherfucker gotta say, well, who you dressing like that for? Oh, why you want attention from other people? My attention's not enough? Excuse me? I want to look good for myself. Since when is it a crime for a woman, okay, to get dressed and put clothes on that make her feel good? I didn't know that was a crime. So if someone is trying to tell you how to dress or try to tell you where to go or who to chill with, bye? I don't think so. I'm grown, or you're about to be grown, or you're just fucking an independent woman. Tell that motherfucker to shut the fuck up. No. Snip, snip, snippety. If you're in a relationship and they try to control how you spend your money, no. I work, I got X, Y, and Z bills to pay, so whatever I got left over, I'm gonna spend it how I want to spend it, okay? You're not gonna tell me how I'm gonna spend it. Not happening. If you're with someone and you have ambition and drive and you're working hard, you're working that 9 to 5 and you're making that money and you're trying to get that promotion, but that person harasses you all motherfucking day long. If they're harassing you all day long and you can't get shit done, you don't end up getting the promotion, and then you're fucking making the same money year on and year out because you're still fucking with this person, that person gotta go, because they don't want to see you go from level A to level Z. They don't want you to succeed. And if this person is hating on you because you want to go get an education, you want to go back to school and get an education, they're like, well, when are you gonna have time for me? If someone has ever in their life said, well, when are you gonna have time for me if you go back to school? Snip, snip, fucking snip. I'm sorry, you'll come after I get, especially if you got kids. I'm sorry, I'm going back to school so I can get my education for me and mine. Because guess what? At the end of the day, my child comes before you and comes before me too. So I'm sorry, you're trying to tell me I can't do what? You're trying to make me feel bad for going back to school? Well, I'm going to tell you to get the fuck up out of my life. Thank you. Thank you. And this is a kicker. If you're being accused of cheating, and you ain't doing shit but taking care of your kid, or you ain't doing shit but going to school or work and coming straight home and waiting for your man to call you, you need to let him go. Because you know what that means? He's jealous, he's insecure, and he's gonna make you feel like shit at the end of the day. He's gonna be like, making you feel like you're, at some point, you're not gonna be cheating, but he's gonna accuse you so much that you're gonna be like, hold up, wait, am I talking to someone? Did I meet somebody I don't know about? You're gonna start second guessing yourself, and it's gonna be like this crazy freaking triangle of bullshit. Like, no, dude, I'm not fucking cheating on you. Maybe you cheated on me and you're feeling fucking a little guilty, or maybe you're just that fucking insecure. But I can't fucking deal with you. Because you know what? There's a dude out there who got his shit together, who wants me to get my shit together, and he's secure in his own being, that I don't need you. So I need you to take your jealous ass all the way to the left and have several seats before I kick it over there. Okay? I can't. The jealousy, the insecurity, the accusing of cheating, that bullshit means you're in an unhealthy relationship. You need to get the fuck out. You literally need to get the fuck out. And if you're the person doing it to someone, get out too. Because then you need to find your self-love, because you're too insecure to be in a relationship. So if you are doing that to somebody, then let them go. Let them go. And maybe you are with a fuckboy who's cheating on you, and you're driving yourself crazy and you're like, oh my god, he's cheating on me. Get the fuck out. Because chances are, if he cheated on you, he's gonna do it again if you took him back. Because that's how little he's gonna think of you. Trust me, I've been there, and it will happen over and over and over again. It won't stop unless you make it stop. One major thing to me is somebody that doesn't want you to like spend time with your family. My family is my family. My family's small and we're very close knit. Everybody, the whole world knows we're close knit. So if you have an issue with my twin, because God forbid, she's a handful. You gotta take her in doses. She's a handful. Like, I get it. She's not everybody's cup of tea, but she's always gonna be my cup of tea with 2 scoops of honey and a drop of sugar in it. Okay, that's just how it's gonna be for the rest of my life, and I need somebody that accepts that. So if you're in that situation where you have a family member you're very close to, or just with somebody that doesn't want you around your family, that's a form of controlling. Like, don't do it. Because why doesn't that person want you around your family? So you're isolated and all you have is them. You become dependent on them and you don't think for yourself. And you don't have someone in your ear telling you, what are you doing? You need to get out. This is unhealthy. This is dangerous. So you become isolated and you sabotage yourself into ever getting out. So if you're in a relationship where your family can't be involved, then it's not going to be a good situation. And you're going to end up feeling really alone if you're already not feeling alone. And you're going to have no one but the piece of shit dragging you down. And what the last thing you need is that piece of shit. So if you're in a situation right now where you've cut off all your friends and family for a dude, call them up. Because as much as you think they won't fuck with you again because they're mad at you for cutting them off for this piece of shit, guess what? If they really love you, they're gonna fucking pick up that phone, they're gonna be there for you 1010%. Dealing with someone who calls you names and puts you down. I have dealt with this so much, it's not even funny. And I'll be honest with you, if you push me to a point where you're calling me every single name in the book, or you're making fun of my body, or the way I look, or anything I do, I'm gonna come for your fucking jugular. I don't fight a lot, but I'm like a ticking time bomb. This is my biggest issue. I will let everything boil up till I fucking explode, and then I'm fucking cutting your throat right the fuck off. It is what it is. Like, and I'm not saying it's cute. I'm trying to work on me. There's a lot of things I need to work on. But I only get like that when you fucking push me so far into a corner where I'm like, alright, well, the fangs are coming now. Who's gonna win? Not you. Me. I'm gonna win. Because I'm gonna hit you where it hurts the most. Because I've been quiet and I take notes. So I'm gonna hit you where the sun don't shine. All of my past relationships, I've been called every type of name. Bitch, see you next Tuesday. Idiot, lowlife, I'm a bad mom, I can't get my shit together, I have nothing going for me but my fake ass and my nipple piercings, you name it, and it's been said to me. The scars on my chest from my rare skin disease I was telling you about, been made fun of for that. Before I had surgery, it was my flat ass, my nose scars, you just fucking name it. And then on top of that, being in a public eye, you have random people on your social media that think they know you from a show and they'll like literally tear you to shreds. Thank God I have really tough skin, so it takes a lot for me to really be like, oh my God, are they right? I don't think it has anything to do with other people. That is why I've always dealt with insecurities and low self-esteem. I think it has everything to do with myself. So if you really have someone calling you names or bringing you down or just making you feel like you'll never accomplish to anything, they really need to go. Because you're going to allow them to get inside your head, and it's going to really take back from you really trying to be something or you really trying to love yourself. Period. If you have been hit or threatened to be hit by anyone, I don't care if you're in a relationship with a male or a female, if they're threatened to hit you, no, I can promise you, you need to get out. Because even if they don't do it, the 4 or 5 times they've told you they're going to do it, eventually you're going to get into a heated debate, you're going to be fed up, you're going to flip out, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to smack you And if you're in a relationship where that's how he handles his business, or that's how she handles her business, get out. Oh my God, for the love of God, get out. I've been hit, I've been kicked down, I've been spit on, I've had my legs black and blue, I've had a black eye, I've had a busted lip. I still got a scar, like this scar right here, no matter what makeup I have on my face. It's because I had a bracelet on blocking my face because I was getting punched in the face. And because I was blocking my face, the bracelet ripped my skin all the way down. And I have a constant reminder day in and day out of that abusive relationship I was in. And guess what? I look back on it now, I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? Why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you get help instead of getting out? So, just get out. And I would like to end the video by saying, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what gender you are, if you said yes or are dealing with any of the things that I said, you deserve better. I don't think anybody, I don't even work, honestly, I don't wish anything I've ever gone through on my worst enemy. I don't really have enemies, but you know, like people that are fucking, that go on the internet and like talk shit about me or my kid, I wouldn't wish anything I've gone through on them either, because it's just fucking shitty. So if you're in a shitty situation like that, just get out. Like, look at yourself in the mirror like I told you last video, and tell yourself every morning 3 to 5 things you like about yourself. Someone told me that. I can't release the name of who, but she's a great woman. She told me when I was dealing with a lot of stuff to look in the mirror and tell myself 3 to 5 things I like about myself every day. And I'm going to be honest with you, some days I roll out of the morning and I can't think of one. One. To this day. And when I can't think of one, I look at Marcella's and I'm like, hold up, there's one right there. So, you know what? Tell yourself something you like about yourself. And when that person's calling you names, or someone's kicking you down, or someone's telling you can't amount to anything, prove them wrong without them being around. Because you know what? They're going to be the ones alone and miserable. And everything they're putting onto you is because they really hate themselves. So don't allow them to make you hate yourself even more. Because right now, if you are in a relationship like that, you don't love yourself enough, but you need to, so you can get out and start exploring different possibilities. And you don't need a person or a significant other to have a good life. When it's supposed to happen, it will happen. Trust me. You think I wake up every day and I'm like, oh my God, I need a man. No, I need to find me. I need to get my career 1000%. And along those paths, if someone wants to drop up in there, change my life and make me feel like I'm on cloud 9, they're more than welcome to. But I'm not looking. So you don't need somebody. You don't need whoever, and especially if that person is a fuckboy. Fuckboy. Or a fucking crazy bitch. You don't need it. So again, I'm done. This video is not going to be as long as my last one. It's kind of long, but it's not going to be as long. And I just want to tell you guys that I cannot believe that so many people had such a positive response to my last video. And if you guys ever so often need videos like this of me reminding you, even though like I'm really not shit, of how wonderful you all are, I will drop them. Because I think everybody is here for something. And I think there's somebody for everybody. So it's just, everything takes time. Self-love, I think, takes the longest time. So I'm gonna find myself, and I hope you guys join this journey with me. And if you're lost, try to find yourself too. And maybe we can talk about our journeys together. I love you, and until my next story time. Hi, look at who's that. Say hi. Say stay strong and love yourself. Yeah. Do you love me?
Yes.
Love you.
I do.
I love you more.